In case copper, red sandstone, or acacia stairs were your favorite types of orangey stairs or something like that, then there's a new player on the block which you might want to check out right now, because now, as this one preview, we're going to see some brand new types of blocks we're going to see inside of the Pale Garden, and the best way in showing you that is by actually showing you by playing it. The only real way we could do that is actually by getting ourselves a Creaking to spawn. And hey, that was easy. So what you have to do is every single time you hit it, there is no damage taken. But every single time you do hit it, it does send particles and send a signal over to the Creaking heart. And as we can see just over there, there's actually some brand new types of things that's generating right all over this one thing. And this is actually a brand new type of item known as the Resin clump, or maybe it's the Resin clump, whichever one, but yeah, every single time you hit the Creaking, there will be brand new types of the clumps spawning right around that Creaking heart that's actually connected to this one Creaking, and the way you get it is you could just like punch it off the tree or something like that, such as how every single one of these mobs inside this biome is trying to punch me to death. Couldn't wait. 5 minutes. You couldn't wait 5 single minutes. Yeah, we have 7 right now, but we are going to need a little bit more to what we want to do with this thing. So if we just punch this guy a little bit more, get a little bit more of that around the tree, then okay, I think we should still have enough to do what we need to do. So what we need to do is make ourselves a crafting table really quickly. Then one of the things we could actually make is a block of resin, as we can see right here, which is very similar to, say, like a block of copper or something like that, as we can see right here. But the one difference is that we could just break it with our fist. Like, we are just that strong. We can just break it like that. Or, in the case you want to do something else with it, then what we need to do is make ourselves a furnace real quick. And pop that and that in there. And then, when that actually smelts, we're going to get another brand new type of item, which is actually called something I don't know yet, because this is my first time really playing it. But we're going to get ourselves a resin brick, which, when we actually get enough of these, we're going to be able to craft quite a number of interesting types of things. Which, speaking of being able to craft a whole bunch of interesting things, one of the most annoying things is the fact that you can't get more types of Creaking hearts inside the game. Well, now, as of this one preview, you could actually now craft Creaking hearts. All we need is a block of resin, and then 2 different types of pale logs to get ourselves 1 single Creaking heart. I'm not 100% sure if we could actually use this like any other types of Creaking heart, but there's only really one way to find out, I guess. And I think it does. I think it should spawn another Creaking heart pretty soon. But before that, we got ourselves quite a number of resin bricks we could actually use to craft a whole bunch of different types of things, such as these resin bricks we can see right here. And by using these bricks, we could actually make a whole bunch of different types of things. And just to get a general idea, look at all this stuff. Look at all the stuff we can get inside the game now. We can make any one of these types of blocks from the resin we could get from this one tree. This is an unbelievably beautiful type of block, and I'm finally glad we're getting something other than just more gray stairs and gray slabs now. It works like any other different type of stone block where you could just use it inside the stone cutter to make, say, the chiseled resin, the resin slabs, the resin stairs, and the resin walls. And now, hypothetically speaking, we should be able to actually create our own Creakings inside of this world. So, and hypothetically speaking, now that we could actually craft Creaking hearts, we should be able to have as many Creakings as we want inside of the world. So if we just place down just a few of these around the place, and we should be able to get a bunch of them just from spawning them in on our own, which is absolutely insane to think about. And something else that's kind of insane to think about is the fact that the Pale Garden's seen quite a number of different types of changes too, and one of the most pronounced changes is the fact that we're getting a brand new type of flower inside of here called the Eye Blossom, and depending on the time of day will depend on whether it be open or closed. Because it is the middle of the night right now, it is going to be open, meaning we are going to get this little bit of orange tint. But if we actually set it today, then what it'll eventually do is actually close up to become something just a little bit like this. It does take a little bit of time for all of these to go back into its closed version, but yeah, now we have 2 new types of plants we could find inside of the Pale Garden. Something that's really interesting though about these is the fact that this one will actually communicate to others, telling it that it is day. It will eventually close up, which is kind of a functionality we've not really seen with other different types of plants we've seen inside the game. Like one plant communicating with another, like how often do we see that? How often do we see that? Apart from like growing saplings or something like that, you never really see something like that. Like just there, we just saw this one close up, and I'm pretty sure relatively soon we're going to be seeing like this one close up, that one over there close up. We're going to see every single one of these tell each other, "Hey, it's day. Close yourself up. Come on. Have some decency for the day-night cycle, guys. Come on." Including with that is a bunch of changes to existing Pale Garden things, such as the fact that the sky now matches Java Edition just a little bit more, and even though it just like goes from blue to gray immediately, it is still gradually getting closer and closer to Java Edition, and something that's mildly further away from Java Edition, at least as of right now, is the fact that when you actually break a Creaking heart that actually naturally generates inside the world, it will drop 20 to 40 things of XP, whether it be from Silk Touch or whether it be just from a normal tool. Man, I am very unlucky when it comes to finding this thing. Like, seriously, extremely unlucky, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it, being that if you break it with a Silk Touch or a non-Silk Touch item, you are gonna get a whole bunch of XP from this thing. And you're also gonna get quite a number of Resin clumps now. Not enough to make an entirely new Creaking heart, but just some to let you know that, yep, this is broken, you've lost it, you're gonna have to make another one. Also, there's been a ton of changes with the Creaking animation, as we could hopefully see right here. Yes, we can see this is the new walking animation, and it's very funky and very weird. Like, look at that head, look at that twitchy head, that is all kinds of messed up. Also, these guys are way quicker than they were before, so if we just pop back into survival really quick, then they should be... Where'd this guy go? Oh, there they come, there they come. They are way quicker than they were before, and they do pack way more of a punch than they did before, and it's not really going to be coming through that much, considering I'm wearing netherite, but they are going to be way more aggressive and way quicker than they were before, and their head. What is going on with their head when they hit me? Dudes, you gotta get that checked out, like seriously. There's also been tons of other different types of changes and fixes inside this one preview, and one I'm very curious about is about the mangrove swamp, because last week I did show off the fact that mangrove swamps were incredibly broken, and I'm just curious to see if that's been fixed inside this one preview. Let's have a look at... Nope, still getting acacia trees, still getting oak trees, so yep, this biome is very much so broken and very much so mildly unstable, so inside this one preview, play at your own risk if you find more bugs like this, but yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.